everybody, thought I'd come to you and do a quick video on how to do a vinyl cutout for just lettering on the new Cricut Joy. There's been a lot of videos on how to make cards and such like that, but I've had people ask how they just cut simple vinyl, not necessarily smart vinyl, so I thought I'd come and do one for you real quick. So right now, with everything going on, I've had a song kind of running through my head, and it's by for King and Country, and it's called I Choose Joy. And I thought that's kind of a appropriate song for right now with everything going on, that we can still every day choose joy in our lives, find joy in everything we can. So I thought, why not write that on my little Cricut, on the flap that it has to open, just as a reminder each day as I see it myself. So I typed out I choose, and I really like the font, the Skinny Latte. So for these words, I'm going to leave it with just I choose, and then I'm going to open up another text box for the word joy so that I can use a different font on that one. And I'm going to go up to my search font, and I'm going to choose Magnolia Sky because I really like the cursive on it. And just move it up to where I can work with it. I'm actually not loving the capital letters that it has, so I think I'm going to switch to lowercase letters. So I'm just going to retype those into my text box. Yeah, I like those a lot better. So because I want to weld them together, first I'm going to come up here to the ungroup so that I can manipulate each letter by itself. Excuse me. And I'm going to start by making my O just a little bit bigger and bring it over to my J to connect it, and then bring my Y over to that. And now I'm together there. But in order to actually keep them together, I'm going to have to select a box around them and then come down here to the bottom and select weld. Now those will stay together. And then so I can manipulate these a little bit, I'm going to do the same, come up and ungroup them. And I like these all except I kind of want to move the I over a little bit so it doesn't look like I choose, but I choose. So I'm going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to highlight those. And because these aren't cursive, we don't have to weld them. We just have to hit attach. And then I'm going to bring this down and kind of arrange how I like it under here. I want the word joy to be bigger than the choose. And I'm okay with it kind of being fatter and longer. So I'm going to drag it out here. I want about 1.5 inches tall. But I've actually got about 8 inches to work with on my space. So I'm going to leave it like that. I choose, yeah, about 1 inch is good for there, so I'll make it just a hint bigger to get to the inch. And then move my joy just a little bit since I made that bigger. And I can see how much I have total. I only have about 3 inches to work with on my flap of the joy, so my entire image has to stay under those 3 inches. But I could work with the whole thing and make it all just a little bit bigger there, a little bit longer. There. Okay, so again, I'm going to highlight the entire thing and again hit attach. If I don't hit attach, when it goes to cut on the mat, it's going to cut I choose one way and joy as its own separate thing. This will just save it from me having to line it up later. It's already lined up on my screen. So I'm just going to hit attach. Then when I go to make it, it's going to stay exactly how I wanted it. Now because I'm not going to use a smart material, I can't use the without mat option, and I'm not making a card, so I don't need the pre-folded option. I'm just going to choose on the mat. And it tells you what space you need. So I'm going to use the new little map that they provided with the Cricut. This is just my little washi tape because I have found that I keep pulling this clear cover off of it and then I can't find this little clear cover sitting on my desk. So I put a little piece of tape on it so that it's easier to find on my craft desk. So then I just need to select a vinyl to put on there. And because the Cricut is a cute little turquoise color, I thought this kind of a peachy color, it looks more orange here, but it's actually like a really pretty peach, would look really pretty for my lettering. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on my mat. And then I'm going to continue. It's connecting my Joy via Bluetooth, which sometimes with my computer is a little slow. Okay, then I choose my material, which none of these are the specific material I'm using. I'm using a vinyl, but it's not smart vinyl, so I need to browse materials. And I'm just going to pull up permanent vinyl. If I can spell vinyl, that would be helpful. Apparently I can't spell permanent either. Oh, I forgot that Cricut calls it premium, not permanent, so it wasn't going to pull it up no matter what I did. So I just need the premium vinyl, select that, and go down and click done. And now I load my material in. This new little machine does not have any buttons on the actual machine, so once your mat hits the blades, it automatically loads it in, and you just have to come here and hit go on your screen. And it's going to get all the work done for me. I'll take you over to it so you can kind of see what it's doing in action. Sorry, it was kind of wiggly there. It automatically pushes it out, and on the screen you'll hit unload and it will finish pushing it all the way out. Then we're just going to come back and I can start weeding this. Adjust the camera so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. Can't get the camera quite low enough for y'all. I'll just pull it off and show you what I'm doing. So I've got my wording cut here. So I just need to cut off the excess. Then I will weed it. I cut off the excess before I weed so that I can save that for the next project I want to do. I've got it all weeded there. So then I just use a piece of transfer vinyl. My favorite is actually Craftable's brand. It's not too strong, it's not too weak, it's just perfect, and it's reusable over and over. And I like that it has this nice grid on it so that you can put your image on cleanly for an easier transfer. So you can kind of line it up by your grid right here as you lay it down, because then as you go to put it on your project, you can also put it on nicer because it's already been weeded and aligned by the grid. Smooth it out with the squeegee. I always flip mine over because it's going to be easier to remove the backing away from the transfer vinyl as opposed to the opposite direction. And if they stick, like that one's wanting to stick, I just press it down and keep moving on. And it'll all peel off. And from there, I just put it up on my project. This is reusable, so just go ahead and put it back on the backing that you used to begin with. And there I have a super cute image on my little Cricut now. Just a little daily reminder that we choose joy. Have a good day, guys, and I hope this helped.